In their own territory. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the pistol, it's Herbert. It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He's out near midfield and still going. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Herbert. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Herbert now. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Minshew working from the gun. Hits his running back. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Minshew. That one's on the mark, Jacoby Myers. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Minshew on 1st down. He's on the move. He can run it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They send a man in motion. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Raiders driving. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Minshew. This ball's cut by Bowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Throwing on 1st is Minshew. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Sticking in the air with Minshew. Pass taken in by Marshall. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Out comes the Charger offense late in this 1st half. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play. Enough time to at least get into field goal range. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. He puts some power on a deep one. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Gets this to McConkey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing now, Herbert. Cut out left. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Behind Diablo there on the tackle. Third down, 1 yard to go. Now Herbert to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. To throw, Herbert. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the 29. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for the back that time. And that makes it 3rd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Minshew now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, Minshew. Caught, Trey Tucker makes the play. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Going left side, Madison with it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Caught by Marshall. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's scooped up by the Chargers. Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them, and to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 38. He finds McConkey. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st and 10, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Play action now for Herbert. Brought in close to the 8. And he drives it down to the 8 before going out. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It's Herbert once more. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion right. Running for it with Dobbins. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Chargers now trail by just a point in the 4th. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. So well done there to come up with a touchdown and get within an extra point of tying this ball game.
So much of this game of football, Kate's about answering back. Punch, counterpunch. You give up a score, that's okay. We've got confidence in our offense. They can get those points back, and they deliver right there.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Minshew. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. They'll run. This is Madison. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Minshew. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They give it to Madison. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll go right back to Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5. It's the 2-minute warning here in LA. Raiders going for the win here. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10 from the 41. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now it's 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Here he is to throw. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert from the gun. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Now Herbert again. That throw finds Johnston. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Johnston brings it in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Herbert to throw once more. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. So they call a timeout. So that is their final one. And with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it or do they just kick it now? big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And that
been ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Madison, running right. And he has enough room to gain about 4. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. First and 10 now from the 30. First throw of overtime now. Complete here to Bowers. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action, it's Minshew. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Minshew working from the gun. He gets this one to Myers. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first is Minshew. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown! The Raiders break the tie and go up by 6. Brock Bowers, the touchdown! Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Carlson now to add one more. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. To the house, touchdown LA! The Chargers cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers make it 17-all. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders are back onto the field, led by Gardner Minshew. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To the ground with Madison. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st and 10,
Minshew. Caught by Marshall. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Makes the handoff, now Minshew. Will get it complete to Alexander Madison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Pass taken in by Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff now from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. On the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now. Oh, big interception here. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. So the chance was there. Any points, Brock, on the drive would have won them this game. But instead, I can't remember the last time I saw this, but we've got a 4th possession of overtime coming up following that interception.
Yeah, we keep talking in this booth after every possession how much gas can be left in the tank.
Yep.
But then somebody comes through and makes the play to try to will their team forward.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Now a timeout comes in with 7 seconds to go. Time for maybe 2 plays if they're quick about it. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Herbert launches one deep downfield. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw it. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
So the Chargers come away with a win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Chargers as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.